variety of books is an important part of today's 7th annual
Rocky Mountain High.
Again, I mentioned some of the books and creating stories. Name of Savings Bank, Full Cabinet and Millwork, Limport Corporation, Italian Savings Bank, the employment and furniture. Among the many simple legends and today's events.
More people, more scars upon the land. In the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky.
My name is Kevin Duplissie. I'm a parent here in Brewer, and my son goes to the Pendleton Street School, and we're just impressed with the quality of the teachers that we have. I would ask for Mrs. Bossier to come and do something. I do stories and balloons for children, and part of the thing I like to do is get parents to feel comfortable doing oral storytelling and reading stories to the kids. I think we spend too much time in front of TV and DVD, etc., and by families spending time reading together, telling stories, and being a little silly. Sometimes as parents we forget that we can be silly with our kids, and that's a good learning to afford them. So we're all part of this event today. We're hoping everyone's having a great time. We hope everyone continues to come year after year after year, because it's a good cause.
Okay, are we ready? Take your sword and try and stick it in your belt. All right. A long time ago, there was a break. You're going to act out the story. I'm going to say you're going to act it out. So everybody look at the crowd. Don't look at me. Right? A long time ago, there was a tailor. Now, a tailor is somebody who makes clothes or who fixes clothes. And the tailor was working in a shop late last night. Everybody on. All right, they're not answering. So he was in a shop. He was tired, so he went home to bed. But he left half a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the counter. So when he went to work the next day, there were flies buzzing everywhere. Everybody, work with me. There were flies buzzing everywhere. 5 of them landed right next to his sandwich. So he took his hand and he swatted them. He got them all with one hand. Well, he was so proud. He went, remember, look at the crowd. He went around telling everybody, I got 5 with one hand. He made a big 5 in his belt buckle telling everybody, I got 5 with one hand. Come on, everybody, work it. Work. I got 5 with one hand. You can't get 5 with one. You can't only get 1 with one hand. I got 5 with one hand. And he went around bragging to everyone. The problem was, it got into town. And when it got to town, it got to the king. And the king heard about this. Because at night, the problem was, there were 2 giants coming into town and kicking the roofs off of people's houses. You're not giants. You're not the giants. Can I have a new crowd? Well, so the king called the tailor in front and said, I heard you got 5 with one hand. Is that true? Help me here. Yes. Was it a hard thing to do? Half say yes, half say no. Well, if you got 5 with one hand, I bet you can take care of 2 with no problem, right? Right. Well, if you take care of these giants, and everybody said, giants? I can't take care of giants. Now listen, if you take care of these giants, I'll give you a pot of gold. Pot of gold? But I can't take care of these giants. If you take care of these giants, we'll give you a new house. But I can't take care of these giants. If you don't take care of the giants, we'll put you in jail. And they said, okay, we'll do it. All right. So what they did, they got your swords. They took one of their sewing needles and fastened it into the sword, which you already have. And they went out to look for the giants. Now, the tailor knew the giants would be sleeping during the day and they'd wake up at night and go kick off the roofs. So when did the tailor go looking for the giants? No! In the daytime. Because the daytime they're sleeping. I need a better crowd. So they went out looking for the giants. Everybody, work with me. They went up over hill. They went up over dale. Sorry, Dale. Well, they got to the bottom of the coconut tree, and there were the 2 giants sleeping. So the tailor took the sword, put it back in his belt, and he climbed up the coconut tree. Work with it. They got to the top. They took out their sword and knocked down one of the coconuts. And it fell on the giant. The giant woke up. looked at each other, didn't see anybody else, and said, first giant said, don't do that again. You're not giant. Even when I teach them their lines, they can't do it. The first giant said, don't do that again. The second giant said, but I didn't do anything. First giant said, don't do that again or there's a problem. And they went back to sleep. Taylor took his sword and knocked down another coconut. And it fell on the giant. The giant woke up, looked around, didn't see anybody except for his buddy and said, don't do that again. And the second giant said, but I really didn't do anything. The giant said, don't do that again or there's a problem. And they went back to sleep. The tailors took their swords and knocked down all the coconuts. Well, the coconuts fell on the giant. The giants woke up, they started fighting, they were backing the bopping and dipping and boom, knocked each other out. The tailors put their swords back in their belts and climbed down the coconut tree. It grew while we were up there. They got down to the bottom, took out their swords, which is really a sewing needle, and sewed the giant's clothes together, tied them to horses, and dragged them to the king. And the king said, I can't believe it. You did marvelous jobs. And so now for your prizes. Now that pot of gold I told you, your income taxes are due. Forget it. The new house I promised you, there's an outhouse outside where everybody goes to potty. You each get 1 month from it. It's a timeshare. But because you all did great jobs, and didn't they do great jobs? Can we give them a big hand? Because you all did great jobs, you get to keep your outfit for the rest of the day. Right? So thank you everyone, you did great jobs. Right?
This prize is a beautiful hand-painted plaque from Medworks, nail care package from Cool Ray's Tanning and Nail Studio, and dinner at the Coach House. And our lucky winner is Matea. That's all I have. And there she is, Matea. Congratulations. Thank you all for